guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today I thought we would do some little simple things. Now I'm going to call this, I might do it in like a series, I might do something once a week on Lost Mojo Makes. So something really simple. You know, when you come into your craft room and you want to make something, you're not quite sure what to do. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do some very, very simple makes. So we're going right back to sort of basic little things that we can keep in our stash. We can embellish a little bit more further down the line to put into a journal, but just some very, very basic bits. So I've got my big box of scrap paper. So this has got all sorts of things in here, and I'm just going to be randomly making those or using those. But I do have my little cards. Now, these are some little collage cards of mine. I'll pop a link down underneath, but you might already have something to use. Now these are just so we can have like a little picture or something on there, like this one here. So very, very basic little paper clips made with scrap paper. And do you remember making these with a little top? Because I make so many the hidden paper clips, I thought I'd make some with actual paper clips. So oh look, bits of Christmas paper. So these will just go onto your page like that, and they will just flap. So you can have the back plain where you can do a little bit of journaling or something, or you know, it's just a hold on like that. So really, really simple and kind of nice. So I've made a few here. So this one's got the little chap and a little horse. This one's just got some roses on it, just a bit of paper. These ones haven't really got anything on them, so you can just leave them like that. This one I've just added a little piece that was cut off from the top of that one. So don't really think about it. So just grab any piece of paper. Look, I've got a piece of paper. I'm going to fold it in half like that. You can use scissors, you can use a little cutter. So we just want the scrap papers. Now we want to measure. Now I've got some different paper clips here, different sizes, so you can have a little match. I keep all my little bits in here. Now I found this really handy actually. It's just something I picked up. I can't really remember. Look, it's got glitter all over it. Can you see that? Surprise, I've still got glitter everywhere. I've got paper clips all in here. I've got my little clips there. I've got some little brads. I've got some little bulb pins in this one and in this one. I'm not sure whether I've shown you this before. I need to sort of like re-top this up really. But that's what I just keep to the side so I can grab a paper clip and a little clip. So what we're going to do, I'm not going to do two big ones. So I'm just going to take a paper clip like that, make sure it sort of fits, so it's just a little bit smaller. No measuring, we don't want to measure, we just want a no-brainer. Or something just to get you going when you come into your craft room, which I like to do. So what I'm going to start doing is just showing you some of the things that I do when I come in here. You know, I might be working on a journal, but just to sort of like get myself going, I sort of like make little random things. You know what I mean? Very random. So you just need some scrap paper, paper clips, bit of glue, and just sort of like make a few little bits. Stick that down like that. Now, I have got my corner punch. I got a different one. This one came with my laminator, so I thought I would just use this one. So we're going to just round off the corners. This is a very sort of noisy one, but I thought I'd give my other one a break. It's over the last few weeks it's worked its little self off, it really has. So I thought I'd just give it a break. So a little bit of ink, nothing very fancy. Let's get some of these. What should we have? Let's just go for this little boy. So we can have that on there. We can just have the little clock. I think I might just do the clock. So I'm going to just use this so I don't, you know, waste anything. So we can actually cut, I might be able to cut this in 3 like that, I think. Let's just see, let's just cut that into 3. What should we have? I was going to put the clock on there, wasn't I? Like that. So do you know what I mean? You don't have to do anything too much, just add on. I'm not using any fabric or anything. I'm just going to make these out of paper. So, and it's really nice to sit and punch. Do you know what I mean? Got your little clicker. Sounds like one of those little clickers, doesn't it? Your little corner punch, a little pair of scissors, bit of ink. Have a little think of what you're going to be doing. So we don't want to... I think sometimes when we come and sit down in our craft rooms, we, you know, expect to sort of make something that's fabulous and stuff. And sometimes, you know, your head's just not in it. And it just doesn't turn out how you want it to turn out. So doing things like this just, you know, gets you as if, you know, you're not thinking about it. Look, that's it. It's got a little look on it. And I just think that's so lovely. And then these can be sort of like popped into your stash. And then you can embellish them a little bit more if you wanted to at a later date. You can make these as long as you like. You can make them smaller depending on what size bit of paper you've got. I think that should be all right. So yeah, I just thought I would just, you know, come back to a little bit basic. I like to do it this now and again. You know, do a video when you want to do something a little bit sort of basic, because we do, like I've said in previous videos, we tend to sort of try and make things overcomplicated, and it doesn't need to be. If you're a beginner crafter, you only need some paper. Just even if you use book paper or a magazine, few paper clips that you can pick up quite cheaply from a stationery shop, or you probably have somewhere in the house. You don't have to use that. You can use your just pair of scissors and just round the edges off. It's not, you don't need that, but it's something that's quite nice to use. I do like to use them, but they are very inexpensive as well. So yeah, just a little make. Little stash builder really, isn't it? Especially if, you know, you're finding it hard to know what to do. We watch so many videos on things and what people do, and you expect to make it exactly how they make it, and that doesn't work. Sometimes it doesn't work. You're not that person. You get the idea, but make it yours. Do you know what I mean? I'm doing it like this, but you know, you can do it your way. If you don't want to round the corners, don't round the corners. If you want to rip them off, you can rip it off, and make them scruffy and grungy. But I'm just doing that. So that looks like a little photograph on a little paper clip. Now again, you can put something on the back and the front, so it would depend on which way, which side you want to put it on the page. But at this moment, I'm really not bothered. I'm just going to pop them in there like that. Look, that one's got a lovely rose on the back, so I'm going to put it on this side. Like that. So super simple. That's what I mean. And then we can go back, maybe I'll go back at a later date and do a video where we dangle something on there. You need like a little jump ring and just dangle something off. So I might come back and sort of embellish these a bit more. Like I don't have anything on that one. So what have we got? What have we got on here? I could just add, look, I could just add this little, what I might do is just cut that out like that. Because this has got a little flower on. I'm going to put it on that side. And look, just have that on there like that. Let's just cut that a little bit off, because it's just sticking off the bottom. A little bit of ink on there. And we will just pop that on. And then when you come back to that later, you could probably pop a little word or something on there. Great way to use up your little scrappy bits. Like this. So guys, what have you been up to? Anything exciting? I'm going to start working on, I did the, what did I do? The December freebie, didn't I, on Monday? So those papers actually go quite nicely with my fairy journal. Got my fairy journal out, but I got a little bit, you know, what do I do on it? I got to that stage where I've made the cover, which I love, the back and front cover, but I'm a little bit not sure what to do inside. I'm a bit lost, so I thought, let's just go back to doing a few little basic bits to get myself going again, because sometimes my brain does sort of like overthink. I'm trying to think of too many things at once, so this just sort of like brings you down a bit, doesn't it, where you can do something where you don't really have to think too much. Nice and simple. Oh, I also went and got my hair done. I did. I spoiled myself. Well, I was very, very dark, so if you see my pictures in my on YouTube, that doesn't look like me anymore. That was like 7 years ago, nearly 8 years ago. So I really, really should change that picture, because my hair is longer and my hair isn't short. But I don't like wearing my hair down. I wanted to grow my hair, and I have over the last year grown it. But I like to put my hair up. So I have it up now, but I'm going a lot lighter over the last year because I'm going so grey. I'm going so grey at the moment. So what I would like to do is just go a little bit lighter, so my hair's not so dark, because when you've got dark hair, it sort of shows a bit more, doesn't it? So I'm going a little bit lighter. So it's first, when I had it done, it was like sort of orange when they coloured it to lighten it. Oh, nearly had a heart attack. It was awful. That's not very straight. But I have a friend that saved the day. She is amazing. She's a colourist, and do you know, I don't know why I didn't go to her before. I do a lot of cards for her. She does, you know, I make handmade cards for people just in this area. And she's a lady that I do cards for. I actually did one for her today. And she's just fabulous at colouring. She's changed my hair. Oh, it just feels and looks so much better. Which is good, so yes, I must change my profile pic, but I don't like having my picture taken. I really don't know why. It's just not the sort of thing I like to be having around, pictures of myself. Look at that, isn't that pretty? Isn't that just simple? So even if you had some little pictures of little portrait pictures, or you know, you can have anything, just little even if you've got some little fussy cut flowers or something, you can put on the front of these. Just so simple, and they are easy to make, aren't they? So I've got lots here. I need lots. This is just with some music paper that I had in there. I'm just going to put these over there because I'm going to lose them otherwise. This is a little bit of music paper. This is a little scruffy bit that I did for that one. I might be able to use that. I know it's a bit scruffy, but let's just cut that piece off. I'm liking this little bit at the end. Do you think we should use a big one? Is it a little bit? Might have to cut just a smidgen off this. Don't really want to use a great big paper clip, really. Let's use this one. Pop that through. There we go. It's quite thin. I did glue 2 pieces together, and then when I glue it again, that's going to be 4 pieces, so it's a little bit stronger as well. So let's just glue that up. There we go. So, my lovelies, did you do you like going to the hairdressers? I never used to like going to the hairdressers because I've got quite fine hair and they always used to cut so much off. I used to feel really bald. Not that I've always had short hair, I have had long hair in the past, but as I get older I prefer to have my hair up or sort of short. But yeah, I've never really liked it. But yeah, I do. So do you guys like the hairdressers? I like people, you know, I like having my hair washed and sort of like the head massage is fabulous. But I think just sitting there staring at myself while they're doing my hair in the mirror is a bit like, yeah. So that's about as exciting as I've got this week of going out, because I've said before, I don't like, if I have to go out, I'm a bit of a homebod. I like to be at home. If I have to go out, I like to get everything done in one day. You know, my hair done, go and do a bit of shopping or whatever we need doing. I like to get it all done, then I can come home and put me comfy clothes on. A bit of crafting. I do miss my craft room when I'm out and about. I think of all the things that I'd like to make and then come back in here and sit here and go, oh, what am I going to make? So, oh look, should we put this little rose on something? Should we make another one? These are what I cut off from the December freebie that I did. I don't know what I've done with them now. I printed on the back, and these were sort of like the little label, the little, the 6 sort of label things that I put in there. So I cut that off, and we can just use the back of this. So I don't like sort of throwing anything out. I might have to use a big one for this one. Shall we have a big one? Actually, what I might do, feels like I've got something in my eye. What have I got in here? I haven't rummaged through here yet, have I? What have I got in my little pot? I got some script. That is from a Friday freebie. That's one of my favourites. I won't use that. Oh, I like this. Oh, look, that's a bit of collage paper. Oh, I could use that, couldn't I? Oh, I'll use that in a minute. I was just thinking of putting something over the top. So, shall I just cut this piece down? It doesn't have to go all the way over, but I'll just cut that end bit off. I just fold that, so it doesn't even have to be, you know, let's go around the right way, like that. There we go, that will do. I'm going to, right, if you don't have a corner punch, get a pair of scissors, look, and just round, like that. Just do a little round corner. Ooh. There we go. A little bit of ink around the edge. This can sit on top, like that. Oopsie daisy. Oh my gosh. Let me just glue that on so it doesn't fall off. A little bit of glue. Well, I've had lots of questions about the glue actually, I keep forgetting. It's the quick dry tacky glue. I'll pop a link down below because lots of people have said how, you know, it's upside down. That's how it comes, and it's fabulous. So lots of you lovely newbies have asked me about my glue. So it was on Amazon and stuff, or you can probably get it. You can pick it up in all sorts of crafts shops. It's not something that's sort of like rare. It's everywhere. But I will pop a link down. So there we go. Let's just stick that on. Pop it onto the paper clip. When you're making them, if you're new to this, these paper clips, you've got a little piece there, Can you see that comes out? Don't put it on that piece, put it on the long piece that doesn't sort of like go anywhere. I know that's obvious, but if you're new, it's nice to know these things. Oh, I need to glue this together, don't I? There we go. Pop that on. Like that. So yeah, this is a good one. This is a really good one for Lost Mojo, but it's also a good one for mass making. So if you love mass making things, then this is absolutely perfect. So I just wanted to sort of like sit here for like, you know, just half an hour with you. So go and get your bits and pieces and sort of like craft along with me as well. Because it's nice to have company when you're doing things like this, which I wish I had some crafty friends near, but I don't. Nobody around here likes to sort of craft, so it's just me. Just me. Well, Andy's ever so good. Oh, I kind of like that, didn't I? I might actually just do a little bit of fussy cutting on that. All these little bits. Andy is so good. Oh, I want to say a big thank you to everybody that has subscribed to our new channel. Oh, so exciting. So exciting. And thank you so much for all the feedback as well. We really appreciate it. Look at that. See, isn't that nice? So we will be getting more stories on there. Little facts, little fun facts and stories. Lots of you would like longer stories. It's for children. It's kiddie stories. We're sort of like doing it. We got our grandchildren our inspiration for us to do it. Look at that, it's lovely. But, you know, I love to listen to stories, so I think it's fantastic. I think it's really, really good. And Andy it's Andy's baby, really. And he's so good at writing. Right, I'm going to use this because this is lovely, isn't it? Because this is a card. This is just a collagey bit that I was doing, which is good. So I will actually do some collagey bits if we do. Do you think I should do this as a weekly thing? Would you like to see little weekly mojos? Lost Mojo Makes? Oh, I like that. Oh, I do like that. That's lovely. So yeah, because then I can just, you know, it's not going to be a long video, just like a little half an hour video. Oh look, I've got all that caught in there. Let's see if that will go through. There we go, that side's better. There we go. Yeah, not a long video, just a little chat, little make. That's fabulous. And then we can just have a little make of a few things. Simple. They're only going to be simple things. Nothing that's going to be challenging. We don't want challenging things on a Lost Mojo, do we? We want simple. Oh, this is so loud. There we go. A little bit of that. So this one doesn't even need anything on it. Like that. So look at that. Isn't that just great? Love it. Let's do another one of these. Little billy ones. So we want to sort of about there. It's my measuring. Oh, that's sort of bent there. Oh, that's all right. I think this paper ripped on the outside. It's only a little bit of sort of music paper. I think it's the music paper that's in there, actually. Let's put this on. Like that. Whoopsie daisy. Put that in there. Lovely. Right, glue, that's what we need, a little bit of glue. Yeah, I think I'm going to get my fairy one out. I've got so many journals that I need to start finishing off that I might sort of like do a couple of videos on just, you know, finishing up a few bits and pieces. Oh my gosh. Actually, do you know something? I prefer this one. I don't really like that one very much. It's too loud. There we go. I like me big one on there. This has got card on the back, and that's a collage, so these are a little bit more sturdier on here. But look at this just gigantus. Look, how am I supposed to use all this up? It's just mad, isn't it? I've got so much paper in there. So much. Love that one. Look at that. Now I think I need to put something on there. Shall we have a look in here? See, I've got more scraps of paper everywhere too, where I'm cutting them all up. Let's take these paper clips out of the way. Now, have I got anything that I think I might just use these bits up, because this is sort of collagey. These little bits are perfect, aren't they, to go on there. I'm gonna have to just chop you off. Little white bit there. Round. I keep meaning to go and have a look to see what other little corner punches you can get. I keep forgetting about that. It's just in case I got a nice pretty one. Little pretty corners. Oh, what am I doing? A little bit of glue. A little bit of glue on there. A little bit of that. And there we go. Am I doing them? I think I'm doing them all the same way. Not that it really matters, does it? Can add a little bit. These can all go on different sides anyway. Look, that just slips on there, and then you've got a lovely little flippy paper clip, or it can go this way. Oopsie daisy, oopsie daisy, like that on there, like that. So whichever way you want to do it. Super simple, aren't they? Super simple. Should we just make one more? Oh, I feel like I bent my fingernail backwards. Little one, should we just get something in here? Let's have a little bit of, oh look, I've got some vellum there. It's a little bit, let's see if we can do something, just a little tiny one, look. Whoopsie daisy. Now, I'm just wondering if I could put vellum over the top. What do you think? Let's just cut this little bit down. Like that. So we could put a little bit of vellum so it goes a little bit longer, couldn't we? Right, I need a little measuring. Okay, that's going to be too long. So I'm going to cut this bit off. I'm going to cut that bit there. And cut this bit off. Nice and easy. That's just going to go over the top and stick down. Do you know, I might actually staple that. I really feel like I've got something in my eye. Okay, let's round these little corners. See, I'm getting a bit more ambitious now. See, once you get going, you can start sort of making it a little bit different if you wanted to, couldn't you? But these are so simple. Right, where's the little... Right, I was going to glue that. Should I glue that to that? But I was going to just stick that down. Let's pop our little paper clip in first. That can go through. That can go go through. Right, I'm just going to glue this one in here. Like that. That can go on. Then I'm going to just ink a little bit. And I'm going to take this one, pop that over the top. Now again, as you get more, you can, you know, get into this a little bit. Once you've made some of this, you can pop maybe a little bit of fabric in there or something. You know what I mean? Your little brain will start working. Not your little brain, I didn't mean that. I mean, you know, you will start thinking of different ways to do it. I'm going to staple. Oh, I've run out of staples. Oh God, can you believe it? Has that run out? Yeah. Oh well, we got one staple in there. I mean, you could staple something on that. It looks a little bit different. Have I got anything I can put on it? This little piece there. A little bit of flowers or something on top as well. I think I should do that. Like that. Will that fit? I think I'm going to have to use it on this one because this is just a tiny little piece. Oops. Yeah, this one came with my laminator. Just so when you laminate stuff, it's to chop the little sharp corners on there. Now, I haven't laminated anything for ages. I don't think I've got many laminating pouches left. So maybe I should do something with those at some point. Okay, let's just stick a little bit of that on. There we go. A little random one. It's quite nice actually. So yeah, you could staple a little bit of fabric or something onto there as well. So there we go guys. How long have we been? We've been roughly about half an hour. So a little half an hour makes. Let's pop these to the side. Nice little Lost Mojo Makes. So I think these are all really, really fun little paper clips to pop in your stash, which are great. So I hope that's given you a little bit of inspiration. So if you pop into your craft room, or you're in your craft room now watching me, get your little bits of paper out, little cut-offs if you've been making a journal or making some, you know, any paper craft bits and pieces. Just get your bits of your leftover papers and make a few of these to pop in your stash. So there we go guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Do have a lovely evening and I will see you soon. All right guys, bye bye.